Well, good morning. It's Sunday the 12th. This is fulfilling my obligation to the BC Ministry of Finance. As I've said in previous posts, there is no productive interactions with any ministry of the provincial government, so I use my YouTube channels as my third-party administrator. So this is to inform the BC Ministry of Finance that as of the end of this year, I will be... I know this is a BC not-for-profit society registered in BC, but at the end of this year, the province of British Columbia will be excluded as a territory worthy of delivering... The name of my society is HIA, which is short for Humanics Youth Academy, Foundation 1, 2, and 3. Society's purposes: to provide transparent teachings of our Humanics cognitive technology training, nurturing, by role modeling for all. Therefore, an agreement would need to be signed by parents, guardians beforehand, meaning that certain lessons would appear online on our website with no fees for others to access in order for them to learn from these shared experiences. The very concept of collective learning. The focus will be to work with a preschool age group of around 4 to 5 years old with no diagnoses during the weekdays, but to also accept one-on-one lessons alongside parents, guardians. They must be there, like not a babysitting service. With children of special needs at other scheduled times. 3. Outdoor education lessons will be the norm, as well as welcoming adult guests to learn, retrain in these life skills for the sake of sharing these human thinking tools with other community members. Children without allergies would be required, and this is partly because other animals would often be part of the environments, but also because our staff volunteers would only have first aid training and only have access to a simple first aid kit while visiting various outdoor locations. And finally, number 4, the various BC ministries, for example, children and family development, will always be welcome to come, observe, participate, and to also learn about these healthy psychological development and Humanics psychotherapy demonstrations, free of charge. It would therefore go against our Constitution, Code of Ethics, if they only came to observe. Indeed, they would also need to participate and to comment soon after about what they had learned on our website. Now that's there because under the Ministry of Finance, I am not under the BC Ministry of Children and Family Development, and as much as they would try to put pressure on me to go under them, especially when things are going and they see results, is I would refuse. But this is there also for them, that if they want to evaluate me or study me or whatever, and my work along with the kids and the parents, is they have to show up as themselves and demonstrate their own skill sets and participation, which I think would scare the hell out of them. Now, people that hate this ministry is they don't realize that that's the only type of people I met, either parents or educators, all through BC in the last few years. People that do not want to live a transparent life and only want to sell the image that they are responsible adults. So I could not find a location, and I can't keep trying in this territory, if I'm still in BC, to offer these services that are very much in need. The other thing is, to the BC Ministry of Finance, is that there's been fraud in my bank account related to this BC Society done by the bank itself. And I reported that to them more than once, and no response. And so, it's time to close that account before I am further victimized by them. Now, you might think I'm making this stuff up. There's been almost no money going through this, and this entire idea to give BC a chance with this has been a financial loss for me. And again, it I wasn't doing it for money, because it's always been clear that I would not be paid. I would have one paid staff, maybe with ECE if they're the right fit, maybe not. And then the parent would be the third. And if you don't think that parent is qualified to be with their kid, then it's up to you, the government, and them, right? If I approve them and if I monitor how they're doing and I'm okay, if you don't think that that parent is qualified to be with my society with their own kid, you know, because now if you would see these videos, you would see what responsible adults really act like, right? And how it benefits. You would see the growth in these kids. It'd be amazing. But again, you must be pro your own children to partake in this, and that means not be worried with your weak self-esteem, self-confidence, to lose a job, or to even have a volunteer there where you get paid that is having more results with the children as you. I've only met people that are afraid of this and that will never allow this in British Columbia. So it's pretty sad. And again, if you don't believe me about the fraud of my bank, hey, come investigate with me. And eventually BC Revenue Services, the Canadian Revenue Agency, eventually, if you guys are willing to transparently show up as yourselves, claiming who you are and what your code of ethics is and your mission statement and what you do in a transparent way that will be recorded and that will take multiple days, I'm all for it. And then we'll find out just how much money you owe me, and also what type of criminal charges the RCMP should place against you when this inquiry is done.